What is the hate towards Eren?
Blood, put it to the sky. I'm trying to get high. Don't stop, look me in my eyes. Tell me it's alright. Had to cut plenty people off. Money on my mind. Ain't fuck with them. I can't trust nobody but I. Yeah, no food in my crib. Now I live lavish. They say they love me to my face, but I can't stand it. Them hoes, they fucking me back and now they attracted. And still attached to my bro and he gon' pass it. Don't tell me what I've been through, you don't know. Made it out the mud. Without you, I'm good. This for my little bro, this is show. One day you good. I did this for my mom, cause I told her one day.
So from my observations and interaction with the community, people seem to hate on the fact that Eren has distanced himself away from his friends, home, family, etc. and is basically moving solo. Also, people from the manga are upset with the way how Isayama handled Eren and disapprove of the quote-unquote simp Eren. The community also seems to hate Eren's plans of eradicating the entire world except for Paradise / Eldia. Excuse me if I pronounce anything wrong. And in my opinion, these are all valid reasons to dislike the character, but if I'm being honest, I have to defend Eren here. Eren going solo. I first want to address the working alone situation Eren has. Let's actually be honest here for a minute. Do you really believe if Eren sat down and told his friends his plan, they would actually be down with him? Who would actually listen to Eren's plan and be like, you know what, this is the best plan you ever came up with, let's get to work. Eren had no choice but to do the things he did towards his friends because he knows that if they were in the loop, they would try to stop him, which is clearly shown in the manga. The second they had their chance, the scouts immediately tried to stop Eren. This doesn't necessarily fully apply towards Mikasa because I feel like Mikasa would either be down with Eren or she would actually successfully stop him. But Eren treating Mikasa the way he did in those scenes shown on screen is 100% acceptable. Considering what I just said, that Eren had to cut off Mikasa and Armin because these are the two people who could actually successfully stop him. Hurting them at their core is the only way to get them to get out of his way. If you want to take this a step farther and say that Mikasa would be down with Eren, Eren would not want to put her or anybody inside the scouts inside of his crusade. He stated multiple times in the manga and anime that he wants his friends to live long lives. So, if he actually meant that, why would he drag them into his plan and make them all quote-unquote enemies of the world? Simp Eren. You know what? This one right here is one that I genuinely cannot believe I actually have to talk about. In the face of death, 9 times out of 10, the villain will always state its true intentions and how they feel. Keep in mind, Eren is only 18 years old with the entire world on his shoulders, literally. Many heroes who are this young cannot handle that much pressure. For example, Naruto was 16 or 17 when he had a panic attack during the Ninja War arc. Gohan was 13/14 when he fought Cell, and half the time was a therapy session trying to get him to be strong and stop doubting himself. It just so happens that Eren had a mental breakdown and can actually be honest for the first time in a long time. Think about it. You're a teenager who has to cut off everyone and everything that you know. And you have to constantly lie about the person who you are. You can't even be your true self. Keep in mind, this is not a weekly thing. Eren has been doing this for months, maybe even over a year. He constantly has to keep this big, strong, alone persona for probably 24/7. Fast forward to Armin and Eren's conversation, this is probably the first time in a long time Eren could probably drop his guard and actually breathe. You mean to tell me that he isn't going to break down and cry? Especially when your best friend is talking about another man being with the girl you love. Guys, be realistic. I know we all love seeing Eren being a quote-unquote Chad, but you have to remember, this was never Eren. Eren's plan. Don't get me wrong. I believe that Eren's entire plan to eradicate the world is just straight up stupid. Even if that was his only option, I believe that he could have gone about it better. I'm not gonna say how he could have done it because then it would take the point away from the video, but it was stupid. But if you really think about it though, Eren was the only one who was truly stepping up to the plate. He's the only one who's truly doing something about the Marlians and the rest of the world constantly plotting against Paradise. And he really is the only one who had the dedication and willpower to protect his home. Meanwhile, everyone else was just going with the flow. You have to keep in mind, in a time of war, it's either you or them. Even in the real world, it's either you or them. You cannot be considerate for everyone else inside a time of war because you have to protect your own people first. You cannot hate Eren for choosing his own people over the rest of the world. Like, come on, like that's just honestly stupid. Marley / the rest of the world was plotting against Paradise. Eren decided to attack back, and he did that by limiting everyone. Eren knew that if anybody was alive outside of Paradise, they will never be left alone. This was proven inside Volume 40 when Eldia literally gets bombed. And why did they get bombed? Because nobody will leave Eldia alone, Paradise I should say, nobody will leave Paradise alone until they're gone, wiped out for the face of the planet. I'm curious to know what you guys think about what I said. What are your thoughts about Eren? Do you guys hate him? Do you guys love him? What's going on? Let's talk about it in the comments. And remember, this is just my take on it. I will not be replying to unnecessary rude comments because it's just unnecessary. And lastly, thank you for your time.